Happy Saturday, guys. My name is April Hainsworth from Blogging with April. Today I have Justin Beufort. He's going to tell us about himself and what he do for the community. Okay, hi, Justin.
How you doing?
Good. Okay, can you tell us about yourself?
Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm Justin Beufort. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. North Charleston, South Carolina. You know, grew up here all my life. I went to North Charleston High School, so everything about me is Charleston. Everything about me is Charleston, and you know, that's just a little fundamental work. I grew up with both of my parents. I have siblings, brothers and sisters. So those are kind of fundamental things about me. As far as school is concerned or whatever, I got my bachelor's degree from Morris College in Sumter, South Carolina. I then went on to South Carolina State University and got my master's degree in rehabilitation counseling. I got my bachelor's degree in recreation administration.
Okay.
And then I went to doctorate school and I got my doctorate degree in psychology. So that's my schooling, I would say. And as far as the community is concerned, we are part of an organization called A Brighter Future Foundation. So to give you a visual of what A Brighter Future Foundation is like, if this is A Brighter Future Foundation, I would say a branch off of the tree is Low Country Elite. That's our travel basketball program. The travel basketball program just gives the kids an outlet instead of playing the people you regularly see inside your school leagues. They go around the state, different states, and play basketball against different competition. It gives them an opportunity to get like recruited, and stuff like that or whatever. So we have a basketball program. We have an elementary program as well, which is probably the most prominent part of our organization because it's the base of it. So our elementary league is we take the elementary schools in the city and they play against each other. So you have to play for your elementary school. And that way it builds character within the school. It kind of builds low school spirit type of thing for them. So and then we got the mentoring and just other aspects, stuff like that or whatever. So any kind of way that we can help a kid, it's like family. Everybody know each other.
Okay, so are you going to branch off to other cities? Are you only here based in Charleston? Or are you going to further branch off to other counties?
I wouldn't. I never say never. I'll say that. But I'm the type of guy. I'm not the save the world type of guy. I'm not going to go necessarily put all of my energy into somewhere else when I see that where I'm from needs a lot. So until we find out some kind of way to master this right here, that's when I feel that I can branch off, because if so, I feel like I'll be, shortchanging my people here, before I really get the train rolling, I would say, before I can't move to somewhere else yet. Definitely not.
Okay, keeping it true. Okay. All right, tell us about your logo, Be Yourself. I see you on Instagram, so tell us what's the motivation behind it.
Okay, Be Yourself is a book. It started off as a book. I wrote it in doctorate school. It's cold. It's cold in Colorado. So every day I used to come home and I'll just write a paragraph. I just write a paragraph or whatever. So, I didn't really know that I was doing it. And then another thing about it is I couldn't work over there. So, so I was like, I gotta make me some money, So what I did was I just started writing paragraphs and, I found out, and if you know me, you know that writing a book is like not my thing, So but at that time in my life, though, I felt that I had to do something different, than the norm, I would say. And I decided to turn it into a book, So what better else to write on than yourself, especially if you taking that journey for the first time and writing books. So I just decided to write a book, and I just always felt that my parents used to always tell me that like, you know, be yourself. But at the same time, I'm from Charleston. You know how we talk.
Yeah.
So, and that's how we spell yourself, I would assume. You know, YASELF. So I just was like, okay, we're gonna do be yourself, you know, and that's what I named the book, and that's what I just kind of like stand on, you know. So the be yourself thing is just like me expressing that I'm okay with me. I'm okay with having my hood on. I'm okay with my skin color. I'm okay with the way that I talk. Like, I embrace everything about me, even the inefficiencies about me as well, because if you know me, and it don't even matter if you know me, I know that when I wake up in the morning, I will be better every day as a person, you know, inside God's eyes, you know. So that's just the basis of it. So I really try to inspire other kids by just telling them, like, be you, like, you know, if that's what you like to wear, that's what you like to wear. If that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do, because we're different, you know. So and that's definitely something that a lot of the up and coming youth, they deal with. They you know, the peer pressures and stuff like that, and the environmental constructs and stuff like that. They definitely need to hear some kind of message like that. So that's how Be Yourself basically started, and then it just went into other things, you know. So I was like, I started saying to myself, I got into this period of my life where I was tired of wearing like Nike, and no disrespect, I like you, Nike, but you know, I just got tired of wearing their clothes or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own clothes. I want to wear my stuff, like, you know. And at first I was kind of like, you know, that's kind of egotistical. But then when I thought about Be Yourself, I was like, I can't care about what other people think. So I just, you know, turned it into that. We have basketball leagues called the Be Yourself Basketball League, because that's what we want people to come in here and do, be themselves. And it just trickled into a lot of different, you know, avenues for me.
So where can we find Be Yourself merchandise that we want to go purchase or promote?
Okay, the Be Yourself merchandise, that website is definitely coming. Hopefully before this video is even edited, I'll have that www dot, you know, for you or whatever. But definitely, you will definitely be getting the merchandise online. Well, you'll be able to see all kind of things on there, you know, that anything that involves the brand Be Yourself, you'll be able to get the book, clothes, you know, watch videos, whatever, you know.
Okay. Okay, I see you on, you're on Instagram. You do the Motivational Mondays. Can you give us a freestyle of what you have on Instagram? Are you ready?
You know, okay. It's another thing, people. It's another thing that I do. So every Monday, I just do this thing called Be Yourself Monday, and it's basically, like I'll think of it before. I'll think of it before I write. I'll think of it before the actual Monday, you know, and me rapping it, and it just kind of is inspired by whatever I dealt with that past week, you know. And it's like personal life things, you know, just hearing people, you know, talk about you, or you know, you're dealing with this struggle or something like that. So when I first started doing it, it just was something that I tried one week. Then a lot of people was like, hey, I like when you do that, or like I look forward to it, and you know, it just really got into that. So I don't know, I really don't got no freestyle for you, but I definitely next time I'm gonna have something written for you.
Okay. So you say you have the basketball and other things you do in the community. What are some future events you plan on hosting?
Future events,
or you would like to host?
Okay, well, if anybody wants to book me, you just, you know, you definitely can contact me if you want to at HighStarENT, if you feel like I can help you out. But at the same time, personal things that we got going on, we do an annual alumni event down inside Charleston. This will be the 10th year that I've been doing it, where we have all of the alumni from the different schools, different rivalries play each other. So, you know, like just different rivalries. Whatever the rivalry is, that's who's playing each other. North Charleston High School and Burke High School is the rivalry that I was a part of. So, like, that's who we play against and stuff like that. That is the first weekend inside August, which is August 1st, I believe. We also have a HBCU alumni game, that we do in June. June 13th, that's going to be inside Columbia, where all the HBCUs are going to be playing against each other. I also, me and a partner of mine, we do a daddy-daughter dance. A daddy-daughter dance. We just had it during the weekend of Valentine's. So we have that every year. That was our inaugural event, and that's going to be an annual event. We also have a mother and son dance coming up on Mother's Day weekend, which is May 10th. That is just going to be synonymous to the daddy-daughter dance, but just shedding light on the mother-son demographic as well. So that's definitely things that I got coming up. And what else? Be Yourself Day. Wow. How did I forget about that? Be Yourself Day. Be Yourself Day is the fourth Saturday every year inside June in Charleston. The mayor, a few years back, I can't even remember, a few years back, he basically gave me my own day. So wow. Inside Charleston, Be Yourself Day is the fourth Saturday every June. We have a big carnival. A lot of vendors come out there. Kids, they get the, like me and my partner Ivan, who just was in here or whatever. They knock us down, and I'm a part of the best fraternity in the world, Mega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So me and my LB Nick, all of us, they get to chop us on the Dunkin' booths and throw pies in our face and stuff like that or whatever. So that's a big event or whatever that we do as well.
Okay. All right. How would Charleston, South Carolina, your neighborhood, help shape you into being the person that you are today?
Man, that had everything to do with who I am. When you just asked me that, it's kind of like sent chills through me, because I wouldn't want to be from any place else. I wouldn't want to be from any place else. I don't want to be no one else. But definitely, I wouldn't want to be from anywhere else. Like Charleston is just his home. Like you just gotta love it. It's got its crazy sides into it, But at the same time, when you into what I'm into genuinely, it's not necessarily about the money or anything. It's more so about the love that you get back. And my father always used to say, to whom much is given, much is required. But the much is not necessarily like money, The much is like you might get love, you might get protection, you might get that money back in different ways, So not necessarily a financial piece or something like that or whatever. And I think that's where I'm at inside my life. Like, I feel like my phase card is good. Like, I can go places and just walk, and just off the simple fact, that you just do right by people, So I respect that.
Okay. You have a great educational background. So what would you tell someone, kids or anybody who wants to further their education, go to college or get a master's or doctorate degree? What would you tell someone?
Necessarily, go for it. Go for it. Because I wasn't always a great student, and I put this inside my book. I graduated high school with a 1.87 GPA. So I had a 60 something when I graduated high school, but I guess it's just another one of those stories where you persevere through all of the obstacles that you necessarily deal with when you growing up, so go for it. The more education you got, not necessarily, you don't even necessarily have to have the education, because some people don't even take that route. They just are entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
But education was the route for me, so to help me learn what I have learned thus far. So if you are interested in furthering your education, I definitely I'm an advocate of it, because I know what you learn and it's the people that you're around, your classmates. It's not always about what you learn in the classroom. It's the people in your class, with you. Like, like I got 10 people in my class. Somebody in here gonna be a millionaire one day, So I need to make sure I learn what the teacher's asking me, but I need to learn the people around me too, because that's important. It's all about, sometimes it's about what you know, but sometimes it's about who you know as well. So you gotta keep that in mind.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So what do you hope to be doing the next 5 years from now?
Wow, next 5 years from now, I can't necessarily give you one thing that I definitely would want to do in the next 5 years, but we'll just see how that goes. But next 5 years, I just hope to just be in a better position with our organization. Be in a better position is, I have a daughter, so I definitely want to make sure that, I put her in position to be able to maximize, whatever she feels she wants to, get into. And just organization, because I'm not good at organization. I'm not a great organizer, but I'm good at delegation. I'm good at delegating, and that sounds bad. That sounds bossy, but at the same time, the people that that definitely help us out, they understand and they know that they know my flaws, and that's important for a leader. If you understand your flaws, you can kind of read the personalities of the other people you need around you in order to keep you online. So definitely as many times where we have a event running right now, and I can easily walk out the door, and one of the people that's working for us can be yelling at me, and you swear I am just an employee. But at the same time, that's what you need sometimes in order for your stuff to run right. So just better organization, like I said, and just making sure that things are just still in line. My frat brother, he founded our nonprofit organization called A Brighter Future Foundation. His name is William Boo Brown, and he passed away some years ago. So I feel like obligated, I gotta keep this thing going until somebody else is ready to get the torch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anybody would like to give a special thanks, a shout out to, for helping you out, or helping with the foundation, or anything you've done in your growth?
Man, I would definitely